Hello and welcome to my car tour video 2018. I wanted to film one of these for so long, so now I'm going to show you. So we can do like a pan around the car and obviously try and not get my reg plate in. So you can see that's the front. And mine has white wing mirrors and white wheels. And I will show you the keys. It's just unlock and lock, and then it has the Vaxuhall logo, and I have the Vaxuhall Corsa 2016 1.4 petrol, and in the boot there's a big mess. This is like the box with like my tyre stuff. This is, I've got a flat tyre. That's like the triangle. So I break down, that's my hat, shopping bags, a torch which I haven't unboxed yet. That's from when I went to the zoo. I got like a special cup, scarf, my cover for when it's like really cold so my screen doesn't get really icy. That's about it in the car. So we are in the car now, and as I said before, it's a red Vaxuhall Corsa 2016 plate petrol car 1.4. I'm just going to put my visor down because it is so sunny. So let's get started with the interior. So I'm going to have to move my seat back so you can see. So this is my steering wheel. It's just got the Vaxuhall logo in the middle. That, I'm not sure what that does. That is like your settings and something to do with your speed. I don't really use that side. Coming on to this side, this is like your answer your phone, hang up your phone and like mute your sound. That scrolls through the radio or skips your song, and that's obviously your volume control. Now I love these indicator shapes and the wipers. I think it's a very like unique, neat little shape going on. So that's obviously wipers, so you can press it down once. I'll turn the engine on a little bit, it's going to be really loud with the music. Let's just turn off. So you press it down once and the wipers will go up, just once. But you can obviously press it like up once or up twice or whatever for your speed. And then that little one there is for your back wiper. So you press it down once for it to be like intermittent. Obviously straight is nothing, and then up the top is like constant if it's really raining. Here is my dash, and the 2016 one I have seen online. That obviously mine's just like the basic model, but the 2016 ones, a lot of them have a more advanced screen, so it sort of tells you different things on there. Mine's literally just got the miles on, that's all mine comes up with. And there's my Rev Counter, that's my petrol. So if I just turn that on, you have to see. So my petrol comes up to at the top, and that's like the heat of the engine. Down here are the indicators, so obviously up for right, down for left. Menu, that just changes that on there. It's like my oil, then 86, I'm not sure what that does, but that's literally all that does, that button. And I'm not sure what that circular button there does. And then down here I have got a little air freshener, and this is the fresh cotton one. I have had the Yankee Candle one, but that sort of lost its smell. I do update my air fresheners quite a lot because I like to have a nice smelling car. And then here, this is like my little magnetic phone holder for my phone. And because my clock is like down here and not on there, it's quite handy now to be able to see the time, because on Androids and on Samsungs there's always like a clock on there. You can't really see it on there. But then you've got your little air freshener. This is air vents, not fresheners, but they do have air fresheners in them. That's my hazard lights. Then here tells you who's got the seat belt, the airbag, but it also tells you about seat belts. So if someone's not got the seatbelt on, it will start beeping and these lights will flash up here. So this is the basic part of the car, which usually on the 2016 versions it has a screen, but obviously the person before me decided they didn't want a screen. So if I press it onto the radio, that's to turn the volume down. and that's like to tune your stations. And I've got Heart as my number 1 because that's basically the only radio station I listen to. Then I've got Hallam as number 2, Capital as number 3, Radio 1 as number 4, and then it's just not tuned in from there. So Heart is like my main one. This button here is for like city driving, so because I do drive around the city quite a lot, can come in useful to make my steering lighter, and like if I want to park it makes it a lot lighter. This is like to unlock your car, to lock the car. I actually have it on auto lock, so when I'm driving the cars will automatically lock, which I think is a lot safer, so then randomers aren't going to try and like carjack you or anything. Here we have the aux cable, so if you want an aux cable you put it in there, and then here's the CD player here. This is like your radio or media, so say if you've got your phone connected through Bluetooth, you can press this button and it will just connect to your Spotify. That's like if you want to dial your recent contacts, but I need to work out how to do it like hands-free, because at the minute there's only an option where I can scroll through, but obviously when I'm driving I can't spend the time looking for contacts, so I haven't quite figured that out yet, or even worked out if there is an option. And then that's just like you skipping your songs, and then all these like random setting things. And then here's like the blowers. Unfortunately this is supposed to be aircon, but for some reason the person before me didn't get the aircon extra, so yeah, if you want to get this car, make sure you get the aircon, because it is really, really hot in here a lot of the time. But in Britain it's not too bad because we don't have loads and loads of like really hot days, but we did have the hottest summer ever last year. So this is obviously like if you want it really, really cold or really, really hot, how fast you want it. I have it on 2 at the minute because it's really warm. And then this is like if you want it on you and your feet in your windscreen or your face. And I have it on me and my feet, but in the winter I tend to have it on this one just so it demists my windscreen. But it also does have that one, which is like the windscreen has something in it, so you don't really need to demist it to de-ice it as much. You press this button and it will sort of melt it off your windscreen, so it helps you a little bit. Down here is the USB port and the cigarette lighter. I don't really use the cigarette lighter that much, but I have a USB for my iPod, which people probably like, why do you use an iPod? Simple reason is I have iTunes and I don't have an iPhone, and copying music to an Android from Apple is a massive pain, so I just use my iPod and then the song comes up on the screen. And it does have Bluetooth, but then my phone's connected via Bluetooth, which I actually haven't done since I got it back from the garage, so let's just connect my phone again. Obviously come through on here, it's not working, but it should come through on here saying that my phone's connected, so then I can take calls. That should be happening. And then in here I have a pack of Trevor mints, a pack of chewing gum, which is like pack there, and then change. These are cup holders, but I just find them in a really awkward position for like really big cups, so I don't use them. This is my gear stick, so as you can see it's 5 gears, and if you want to get it into reverse, it's in this top corner. There's like a clip here, you'd press that. I'm not going to do it because I'm not got my clutch in, but you put it in the same position where first is, except it would go into reverse. And I've got my handbrake. My handbrake is quite a nice little small one, which I quite like. It's similar to the car that I learnt in. I learnt in the Corsa, but it's not the exact same model. And over on, oh, I've also got a neck-based dash cam, because I think dash cams are really, really important to have. And we got a hardwired kit so that it doesn't have like all the wires hanging down, so it's a lot easier. I haven't really used the lights, so let's just find out. That turns it on, that turns the middle one on, and that turns that on. I'm not really sure what they do, but in my visors there's obviously a mirror, and then in the second one that just is plain. My glove box is actually really, really small, but I've got like my car manual. Let's have a look. Car manual, a little torch just in case, and my old phone mount, and then my aux. That's literally everything I've got in there. That's all that fits. I also have my RAC breakdown cover card in there in case. I love the glossy design on this, but it does get really dusty. but I'm not sure with the other Corsas if you've got like a certain colour, because mine's red, if you get like colour through the middle. I like that. And then down in the passenger, you've also got like your window control, and then I've got a de-icer and a scraper. That's literally everything in there. And on this side, this is the door handle, so you just literally just pull it like that. And this is where you control your mirrors. So, I don't know why that one's so far up. Left, and then you just press which way and right, and then that's obviously window control. Down in this side, I have my sunglasses, because I found they weren't really fitting in that area down there. So I put them in here. I've got like a little cloth that Dan got me just to like wipe my windscreen and stuff. A pack of tissues, and a pack of baby wipes down there. I think that's about it. Like, there's not really anything else that I can think of, but I'm going to turn the engine off now just so it's not wasting my battery. But this is the back, and it is a 3-door, so you have to pull the top of the seats to get in. But it does have Isofix as well in the back, so if anyone's got children and needs a car seat, then they do have Isofix in. And then there's a back window, and then in this window here I have a McFly car sticker from one of my friends, because she knows I like McFly, so I stuck that on my car. And I think that's everything. It's not that jazzy, but for a first car, I love it. It's so good to drive, so smooth to drive, especially if you're used to like a small car when you first passed. I would recommend a Corsa. I wouldn't say you have to get like the latest model, like mine's a 2016. You could go like for a 2014 plate and it'd still be a really good one. I can't remember what year it was that I learnt in, but I did learn in a Corsa, but it did have different features. So like the one I learnt in, you could have a heated steering wheel if you wanted. I know this car does come with that feature, but obviously this car doesn't have that feature. So there is lots of different things if you want to look into it. There's tons, and there's the Corsa Griffin just come out. My insurance, because I'm 25, it is quite cheap. So mine's about £83 a month for my insurance, and that's with Admiral. I find Admiral is the cheapest insurance that I could find, and it's coming up to nearly a year. So I've had a year, hopefully I'll get a year's no claims and it'll knock my price down even more. So yeah, that is everything for my car. I hope you've enjoyed my car tour. I don't know how this is going to look on camera, but I've just gone for it, and hopefully you'll like it, because I love these sort of videos. I can't stress enough how many I've watched. So if there's anything you want to ask me about my car, please feel free to leave a comment. If there's anything I've missed or anything that I don't know about, please just tell me what it's for, because I don't know that much about cars. I do know a little bit, but not like a great deal. And yeah, let me know what car you drive, if you're learning, what car you're driving in, because I love talking about this sort of stuff. And I will see you soon with another video.